is I'm going to put a big 1 on this piece of paper, and when I hold up this 1, that means start winding it up. Okay? Okay, first for the Obama campaign, Jonathan Bartman.
Hello, everybody. My name is John, and I'll be brief. I just want to say why I support Barack Obama. First, let me start by saying a little bit about myself. I joined the Army in 2001 on September 7th. 4 days later, the towers went down. I went with 4 of my best friends into the Army, and one went to Iraq, jumped into northern Kirkuk, just celebrated the 5th anniversary of jumping in, part of the Airborne Division out of Vicenza, Italy, and another one went to Fort Lewis with me and was killed in Iraq. So these are 2 of my best friends that I went in with. While I was in the Army, I discovered that I was no longer able to point a weapon at someone and kill. I went into the infantry, and I was honorably discharged as a conscientious objector. Now, that said, I have a lot of respect for the military and people who are serving our country, and I think there is a reasonable argument for being in the Middle East. What I'm concerned with, however, is not how to make my view superior to those who believe in the war, but how to reconcile after this war is finally done. I'm only 25 years old. I just graduated from the University of Washington. And although this election is incredibly exciting, I'm looking farther down the road. And I want to see this country go in a direction where we can reconcile with even George Bush, even the Republicans who have taken us into this war. I don't want to live in a country that points the finger. And that's why Barack Obama is central to I relate to Barack Obama very well, because I feel like he's not interested in his ego. He's not interested in his accomplishments. And although Hillary Clinton is a great candidate, and my friend Jennifer, who's right there, caucused with me at the Lakeview Elementary Caucus, there's a lot of things we have in common in this room, and what I want to see is America to come together, even the Republicans. I have friends that are Republicans. We argue and fight all the time, but at the end of the day, we love each other because we are Americans, and we need to not just think of ourselves as Americans, but world citizens. So I respect the Hillary Clinton people, but I'm thrilled to be a Barack Obama supporter. He's my man.
Okay, and I'm going to interject here because this may be of critical importance to some of you. The restrooms are the way you came in back through the hall where you initially came in and got your little badge. They're right in that area across the hall from the tables where you signed in. Now, for the Clinton campaign, Michael Smith.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hillary Clinton is a brilliant candidate. It amazes me the tremendous grasp she has on both domestic, national, and international issues. And she is also one heck of a fighter. Every time the pollsters in the country say, it's time for you to get out, Hillary, she comes back. And she's going to come back again. Pennsylvania's right again. Hillary Clinton has the strength and the experience to be commander-in-chief on day 1. And with what is going on in Iraq and Afghanistan and what is potentially coming up with Iran and North Korea, we need a leader with the strength and capability to take on these world challenges. When all the headwinds were coming at her in 1992 about health care for all Americans, she took the charges on. She did the best she could. It didn't work then, but it's going to work this time. She's going to get health care through for every American. The biggest issue of this election is our economy. They're already saying, with Bear Stearns now, that the recession is upon us. People are losing jobs all over the nation. Corporations are sending jobs overseas. She has a plan to get this economy moving again, to get jobs for people. And when the Clinton administration took over in 1992, there was the biggest deficit in the United States of America ever. When they left office, 8 years later, they had the biggest surplus. I'm a Democrat, and I believe what everyone has said, we need to be united for the general election, and a really serious supporters likely not to vote or to support John McCain. That's why I feel electability is a major issue at this juncture. Barack Obama has won a tremendous amount of red states which are traditionally Republican. Hillary Clinton has won a large number of what they call battleground or swing states that are critical for a Democratic win in the general election. I support Hillary Clinton. She will be the next president of the United States of America.